Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to be doing a 12-hour wear test on this IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream Plus Anti-Aging Hydrating Serum. And it has a SPF of 50 plus UVA, UVB broad spectrum physical sunscreen. That is a lot. This thing costs a lot of money. You get 32 milliliters and it's 52 Canadian dollars. It comes in this little squeezy tube that has a pump. On the back you can see the sunscreen information here. This is the color Fair Light, and IT Cosmetics is based in New Jersey. Comes in 12 different colors. You got your fairs, your mediums, your 10s, and then your deeps. I'm not 100% sure how deep goes, but it has definitely got some flack in the past for not catering to every skin tone. And 12 shades isn't a ton, although it is a CC cream, although at the same time, it is full coverage. So how's that gonna work? I used Sephora's shade finder to match this color, and again, Fair Light is what they thought I would be. Reading more about this stuff, it says it's never supposed to crack or crease. It instantly camouflages skin imperfections, including dark spots. It's infused with anti-aging serum made of hydrolyzed collagen, peptides, niacin, hyaluronic acid, vitamins, and antioxidants that work in harmony to diminish the appearance of wrinkles and pores to create a more radiant, supple, flawless-looking complexion. Clinically tested, whatever that means, talc-free, and not tested on animals. To use, they say to apply 1 or 2 pumps to clean skin using their Heavenly Skin Perfecting Brush. And then interestingly enough, it says it can be used as your moisturizer, your anti-aging serum, your concealer, your foundation, and your skin sunscreen based on your coverage needs. How about I stop talking and get this on my face? I'm gonna start with 1 pump. I'm gonna put it all over my eyeballs and under eyes. Since we won't be concealing today, we're just gonna be using everything with this foundation. I'm also gonna pick up a tiny bit more to use for under my eyes. I definitely kind of see it sitting in the textured area on my forehead, but it does go on pretty easy overall. I do think it's slightly a tiny bit more yellow than I am, but we'll see. Let me apply it under my eyes here. It's also nice because the pumper lets you pump out as little foundation as you want, so if you want to use it in a weird spot, it's totally possible. I do love using the same foundation as concealer, so you don't have to worry about like mismatching under eyes. Although I do think you can kind of see a little bit of like blueness peeking out from under my eyes with that one layer, and apply whatever's left down on my neck. I do think it's definitely sitting a little bit heavily on my skin. It does look a little bit cakey right off the bat. Maybe as the day goes on and my oils start coming out, it'll kind of balance itself out. To finish my base today, I'm going to contour and do some cream blush. Being super lazy today and doing it all in one set. Okay, then I'm gonna pop on the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. Alright, swell, and now to finish up, I'm just going to set everything with some powder. I didn't put on any eyeshadow, and I noticed pretty much immediately, you had saw I had put a thin layer over my eyelids, and I did notice it had like already gotten up and creased up in there, which on one hand isn't super shocking because I have super oily eyelids, but on the other hand, I was kind of like, meh. Probably wouldn't do that again. I would probably avoid the eyelid area. Alright, and as a final step to set everything for the day, I'm going to apply some setting spray. Alright, so I think the color match is very decent. I do think it is slightly yellow. I think my skin's just a tiny bit more pink tone than the foundation. The coverage is very full. I definitely don't feel like I need to go in with additional concealer anywhere, especially where I've got some redness and breakouts on my chin. It definitely hasn't made my skin look smoother, or it hasn't de-emphasized my little bumps. If anything, I think it might have accentuated it. But again, I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. Maybe that is just because it's a fresh application and everything just needs a few minutes to like settle and get my oils back in. I also did forget to say that I did moisturize previous to applying this foundation. In the past, when I was a young baby, I would apply my foundation with no moisturizer or anything, and then wonder why my foundation looked cakey AF. But of course now I always immediately, as soon as I get out of the shower, do moisturize. So even though this stuff says you can use it without a moisturize, I just want to let you know I have already moisturized, and I still do look a little bit flaky and kicky. So I think it would probably look a little bit worse if my skin was even drier. Anyway, enough chat, let's get this day started and see how well this lasts throughout the full 12-hour day. Here we go. Okay, here we are at the end of the night, and here is what I'm looking like. Overall, I thought the color match was decent, but I do think, okay, brightness-wise, I think it's a good level of foundation. But undertone-wise, I think it's just a little bit too yellow. It's very common a cosmetics problem because they only have 12 shades. How can they get it right for everybody, especially if you have a slightly different complexion? I think it's going to be a little bit harder to match. I think I can definitely get away with it, and it probably doesn't look that bad on camera. The other thing is this foundation never really like settled into my skin and became one with my skin. I feel like all my pores are just like emphasized in kind of a cakey way, which like from a distance looks fine. I think my skin looks even. I think everything camouflaged well like they claimed. But in terms of the claims of cakiness and like crackiness, like look at my forehead. It looks scaly. You can see that foundation pooled up in like all my little wrinkles. And I have just like exfoliated this morning before I had my shower and moisturized before putting this foundation on. Like my skin should be in tip-top shape. It should be ready to take a foundation like it's nothing. But honestly, I think this foundation is not a flattering foundation. I think it just emphasizes everything in the wrong way. Overall, I am majorly disappointed with this foundation. I had high hopes. I've tried other IT Cosmetics stuff before, and I've always felt it wasn't quite the right color for me. It was never quite like a good enough formula for me to fall in love with. And I think this one just carries on that tradition. I'm gonna give this one a 2 out of 5. Would I recommend this foundation? No, unfortunately. I wish I could, but no. Like it, hate it, whatever. You know the drill. Leave it in the comments down below. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below again. Hit that subscribe button. Huge shout out to my amazing patrons who help me fund this channel and all my makeup testing. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. And with that, I will see you all in my next beauty video. Bye for now.